Why Joel had to die. Alright. I wanted this video to be 10 minutes long. Maximum. But I don't know. Whatever. As always, I'll be considering the perspectives of the developers, players, and the characters, as well as inputting my own perspective. So let's begin. Talking about Joel's death, without mentioning what part 1 and what Naughty Dog was aiming to achieve, would be very difficult. It's alright to do it, but you need the context. They wanted a journey that felt grounded with real characters, with a story that felt like it could happen in real life. They go through extreme levels of detail with the sound, music, cinematography, and gameplay mechanics to convey the realistic and grounded world. However, its inception and execution first took part on the PS3, which was very limited by memory according to Naughty Dog, along with the AI buddy system and the enemy AI being other obstacles that they had to overcome. I'll go into deeper details in my upcoming video breaking down Joel's entire arc, but essentially, I'm trying to convey that the original plan had more character choice. You can see this with little things throughout the game. The first instant of the character choice is when you stumble across somebody with their mask broken in that underground tunnel with Tess. You don't have to kill him, you don't have to do anything, you could just leave. I assume that this was the type of character choice that was going to be sprinkled throughout the original game instead of having menus pop up like The Witcher or a Telltale game. Even in the remake, they removed the generator menu. Like, it used to get in the way a lot. It breaks immersion a lot. They went for something simpler with the big triangle circle. But if the Naughty Dog developers had all their cards in their favor, they would have made a game similar to the first one, maybe with a few variations, but ultimately it would land on Ellie and Joel's relationship being the same focus. Joel goes through about 5 character changes / evolutions. At least 3 of them are taking place on screen in the first game. These are the pre-outbreak Joel. The next one is the 20 years later Joel, and the final form is him by the end of the game, which is the one I like to call annoying Joel. I assume Joel in the 20-year gap was a different breed, based on Tommy having to leave. And I characterized Joel in the second game to be his final form, but it's not the third form. It's like an evolution of the third form of the end of this game. A human clicker icon. There is room to tell more Joel's story or show him through the flashbacks. But every story has to end. Considering Joel's age, there was no way he could have lived to see a world fully restored even if the cure was possible at the end of the first game. Even if it was just possible through a mere blood sample or a spit sample or something. So the question now is, how would you like to see him die? That's an odd question to ask, but this is from the developer's perspective and the audience perspective. How would you like to see him die? Since we all know Ellie is the one who's more important because of her immunity, she needs to live longer. Dying peaceful in his sleep is boring, especially in a video game. It would probably work better in a TV show or a movie, but in a video game, nobody wants to see that. Like, how do you gameplay that? So having him die in his sleep is boring, especially considering the fact that the first game was a parody on gaming itself. The first game was doing a social commentary in the game media while mocking other games. Him dying in his sleep or a heart attack would have been memed harder than the golf club. But it would have left Ellie with no motivation for real. She would have just been rejecting everyone in Jackson and would have ended up leaving because Dina was pregnant. I guess Abby would still be pulling up and torturing someone to find Tommy or Joel. Abby would still have her story arc, whether she killed Tommy or Joel or a random, but she would have died to the Rattlers if she didn't kill Joel or Tommy. If Joel died to infected, she would have definitely pulled a Henry from the first game. Everybody who Ellie knows is gone because of the infection. If she didn't decide to pull a 13 Reasons Why, she would have definitely blamed Joel for his own death. But that's only if he died through immunity. I mean, if he died through the infection. So Joel had to die. We already know this. He's too old. He's going to die. How do you want to kill him? I could end the video right here, because